Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I want to show you my May favorites. So I have a bunch of beauty items and then also a food item and a couple other like lifestyle things that I'm absolutely obsessed with. This was a big month for favorites. I feel like I have discovered and like kind of fell in love with a lot of different things. So we'll get right into beauty first. I've mentioned this combo in a video before, but this is what I've been prepping the skin with, and I've been moisturizing with this Dr. Dennis Gross Hyaluronic Marine Oil-Free Moisture Cushion. And this is a really nice light moisturizer if you're like me and you have oily skin and you don't want anything too heavy. It's like a really nice, just light gel texture, and it doesn't like sit too heavy on the skin, but it really does feel like it's quenching the skin, and when you apply it, you just have that kind of like nice, cooling, like soothed like feeling, but it doesn't leave that like oily residue, which if you have oily skin, you know can just make your makeup slip around. And then for SPF, I've been using the Replenix Antioxidant Sunscreen Moisturizer. This has broad spectrum SPF of 50+, and it has green tea, polyphenols, caffeine, bisabolol, squalene, and ectoin. Anyway, I started using this because the Skinny Confidential Lauren Bostic recommends this. This is the caffeine sunscreen that she always kind of talks about, and I really am enjoying this. This comes out like a yellowy color, as you can see in there, and it's a really thick texture, but it absorbs in really well. Doesn't leave your skin greasy. Since it's that like tinted slightly color, it kind of helps like cancel out redness just a teeny tiny bit, not a lot, but it doesn't leave that white cast and that greasiness that a lot of other sunscreens leave. And something about this, I guess it's the caffeine or whatever other ingredient in it, just really feels like it like shrinks the pores, and like you can feel your skin just kind of tightening up when you use it. Not in like a painful way, not in a super dramatic way, just in like a subtle way. And I find that my makeup lies super beautifully on top of this, and it's super cheap. You can get it on Amazon. Well, not super cheap, but it's affordable and you can get it on Amazon. There's quite a lot. This is a huge 4 fluid ounce size. And then we'll get one other Skinny Confidential recommendation out of the way. This is the NYX Shimmer Down Pigment, and I've been using this constantly as my inner corner highlight. It's what I have on today. It's just a white, super glittery pigment. I think this is an excellent dupe though for the, I'll pull it out, for the MAC Vanilla Pigment. Similar vibe, obviously. This is a lot more cool toned and white. It's also a lot more of a like chunky glitter, whereas the MAC is like a lot more of like a softer pigment shade. It's not so much like glittery, but they're still both very brightening. So I think if you're balling on a budget and you want something that's like really going to give impact as an inner corner highlight, this is obviously super affordable, drugstore prices, and this pigment will probably last you forever. I find that I've been using this every day, and you like hardly make a dent in this like huge package of it. But I think this is a really nice inner corner highlight, especially if you're going for like a night out or something a little bit more fun. I've been wearing it day to day just to the office and whatnot, but since it's so glittery, you can really like get a lot of impact out of it, and it's just a fun inner corner highlight. Now, a recent discovery that obviously I can't shut up about because I have some more on the way are the ColourPop Super Shock Shadows. And I have 2 of the Ultra Glitter colors. This one is Amaze, which is more of a bronzy color, and then this one is Frog, which is a pinky, light pinky with rainbow glitter. That's what I have on my lids today, but I've used both on my channel in the past month, and I'm just obsessed with these. Like, why did no one tell me how good these were before? I was just really sleeping on the whole ColourPop movement, and now I understand the error of my ways, and I need ColourPop in my life constantly. I've been wearing this every single day. The Frog shadow, I mean, it's obviously super glittery, but I'm just rocking it every day. I don't even care. What I like about this is you can super easily apply it with your just like finger, and it doesn't crease. I personally, like I said, have very oily skin, so I have very oily eyelids, and no matter what, my eyeshadow just always tends to crease. And I struggle with that, and I like really try to experiment with a lot of different products to find ones that don't crease. And my everyday products are pretty good, but with this on top, like honestly, my eyeshadow looks just as good at the end of the day as it does right now when I just applied it 15 minutes ago. So I'm super obsessed with these because they don't crease. They're super like impactful like in the glitter and shimmer. I can't tell you anything about the matte shades yet, but I did order some, so those are on the way, and I have a feeling I'm gonna love them as well. And if they hold up and don't crease anything like these, then they're gonna be a favorite for sure. Now, the rest of my beauty favorites are pretty much all lip products, so I'll start with what I'm wearing, and this is the Lancome L'Absolu Gloss Cream in the shade 202. I believe it's called Nuit and Jour, like night and day. And this is like absolutely beautiful. This is like my favorite everyday gloss that I've been rocking a lot lately. I really thought that I had already mentioned this in a favorites video, but I looked back at my list and I don't think I have. If I have, I'm sorry that I'm repeating, but this is just a must-have. If you are fair and you want like a nice like nudie, not too peachy, not too pinky, like just good gloss. I guess it is pretty peachy. I guess if you want a peachy, like light gloss that isn't too orangey, that's what I'm trying to say, then this is a beautiful option. I think this is just one of those glosses that you put on and you just like feel pretty. Like I feel like it just feels really girly and springy and summery and just like warm and brings life to the face and makes you just look really like glossy and polished and pretty. I don't know. Because I've seen this on lots of people on Instagram and I feel the same way like when I see it on other people. So I think this is just a gorgeous product. I'm a huge fan of Lancome lip products randomly at the moment. I like a lot of their stuff, but this is like by far my favorite product from them. It's like a nice balance of glossiness and not being too pigmented where you have to like really be careful and like look when you're applying it, but it really does deposit quite a bit of color and kind of mask your lip color underneath, but you still can't effortlessly swipe it on and get that like high gloss effect. So I think this is just beautiful. I would definitely recommend it. If you're looking to splurge on a lip product, these Lancome ones are gorge. For something more affordable, another favorite, which I might have mentioned also before as well, this is the NYX Retractable Lip Liner in the shade Nude. I've been reaching for this a lot lately. I love just the regular NYX sharpenable lip liners, but this one is obviously retractable so you can roll it up, and this nude color is just super versatile. Obviously it's just a plain nude, it goes under everything, but I find that this is just really long lasting. It says it's waterproof on here, and I find that really this is probably the most long lasting lip liner that I own, even taking into consideration like higher end lip liners that I have. I think it stays on super well. I'll apply this and then like hours later go in the bathroom and my lipstick that was on top is already worn off, but I can just see a little hint of this color still left. So I'm super impressed with this formula. Again, super affordable. And my favorite combo at the moment, I'll just mention quickly, is this lip liner with the Lawless Jake liquid lipstick, which is one of my favorites as well. Definitely my favorite of the Lawless colors. And then with the Lancome L'Absolu Rouge in the shade 250 Beige Mirage, which is just one of their moisturizing lipsticks on top. So this combo of all three of these products has been like my favorite lip combo of the moment. So I can't recommend it enough. Okay, so that was it for beauty. Now we're moving on to kind of food and lifestyle-y stuff. And my food favorite, I just pulled it out of the freezer. These are the Dave's Killer Bread Cinnamon Raisin Remix Bagels. I'm obsessed with these. I have these in the freezer just because I like to keep them stocked, and like I'm the only person in my house that eats them, so it's like hard for me to eat them before they like go a little off. So I just keep them in the like frozen so that they're fresh, and I just eat them toasted, so it doesn't matter if they start out frozen or not, they still taste amazing. But what I love about these is there's 11 grams of protein in here, and it's not too bad. It's like 250 calories, 11 grams of protein. I don't know if you guys care about this. How much fat? It's not that much fat. 2.5 grams of fat and 49 grams of carbs. So I think that's pretty good macros if you care about that. I don't really. I just care that there's a lot of protein in here, and I just like to try to keep my protein intake up. So these are absolutely delicious. They're a really good, like, yummy snack. My favorite way to eat them is with Nutella on them. And I'll tell you a funny story. So I, like, love these, and I, like, keep buying them at the grocery store. And every time my boyfriend would go to the grocery store, I'd be like, oh, pick up some more of those bagels. And I've been keeping them in the freezer. So the last 2 times he's gone to the store, he's bought another new package of these. And I still haven't finished the other ones. So now I have 3 full packages of these in my freezer. And I'm like, okay, that's enough for a while. Let's, like, take it down a notch. We got enough bagels, but it's like so sweet. He was finally like picking up what I needed at the store, and now I just have an excess. So anyway, really obsessed with these bagels. My fridge is fully stocked, so if you ever come over, you can have a cinnamon raisin remix bagel, and they're delicious. For fashion favorite, this product is pretty embarrassing that I bought it, and that I bought 2, and a t-shirt from this line, but I've been wearing this in all my videos and talking about how I can't take them off, and this is the Talentless Hoodies. I have this one in gray. This is the women's hoodie. I ended up going for a size medium so that it was slightly oversized. This is ridiculous. It's a super expensive hoodie. I won't say how much because I'm embarrassed to admit that I paid that much for it, but this is Scott Disick's hoodie line, so if you're a Kardashian fan, you'd be into it. I saw these, again, on the Skinny Confidential. A lot of these purchases lately were inspired by her because I just, like, trust her opinion, and I recently started following her, and then I was like, oh my god, I need all this stuff. So I kind of, like, fell into the influencer trap. I was influenced. But this was not a mistake. I ended up purchasing a second one. I have the, like, greenish color one, which is pretty similar in color to this one, so I won't hold them side by side because, again, that would be embarrassing to show you how similar the 2 that I bought are. But this is super comfy. They're really thick and heavy, so I've been getting a lot of wear out of these because it's been cooler here. We've had a little bit of a cold snap right before it like gets into summer. It's supposed to be in like the 80s now next week. The inside isn't like super fuzzy and soft. It's kind of that like worn in sweatshirt feel, if you know what I'm talking about. But something about it just like looks cool. Like I've worn this to dinner with friends. I've just worn this like basically anywhere. I've worn it out, I've worn it just lounging around, and I feel like it just looks cool. Like with leather pants, I wore it out to dinner, or just with my leggings, I've worn it at home. I wore it with some like athletic leggings and Vans for like a cute like look for the movies. It's just like one of those hoodies that like looks cool and like you tried, even though it's just a hoodie. I mean, how much can you really spend on a hoodie and how much time can you spend talking about it? But I love it. It's one of my favorites. Okay, I'm just realizing that I really seem like a tryhard in this video because my next purchase was also Kardashian inspired, and this is the Barefoot Dreams in the Wild throw, and it's obviously the leopard blanket that the Kardashians made famous. If you're a longtime viewer of the show, you'll remember it. They used to carry it around everywhere. It's like the leopard blanket, and a couple years ago my sister and I decided we were going to buy these for each other for Christmas. And at that time they were back ordered and like really hard to get a hold of, so we ended up both ordering one, and then I ordered one for her, she ordered one for me, and the one that I ordered never like showed up, and I ended up just canceling the order because it was like, I'm pretty sure it was like May actually, it was like 5 months after Christmas, and I'm like, okay, it's not coming, just give me my money back, it's ridiculous. Anyway, she got hers, so I just told her to keep hers so that she would have a gift, and then I ended up not getting one ultimately, and she ended up buying me just like a white Barefoot Dreams throw. But that one was a little smaller and not as soft and wonderful as this leopard one. Like, I've been needing this in my life. I just keep it on my bed. I cuddle it at night. No one else is allowed to touch it. My dog's not allowed to touch it so it doesn't get dirty. I haven't washed it because I don't want it to like get less soft. It's just literally the softest blanket ever. It looks so chic because it's leopard. If you like leopard, if you don't, then this is not your vibe, but it's definitely my vibe, and it's just so cozy, and I like look forward to getting into bed now. I just like want to come home and cuddle my blankie, which is like a little weird, but I'm okay with it because it's just so soft and comfy. So this is definitely a favorite. I'm obsessed with this. If you've never felt Barefoot Dreams fabric, then you need to, and I'm definitely on the hunt for one of their sweaters because it's basically like wearing one of their blankets, and I want to be wearing my blanket all the time, but this is unacceptable to like bring to work with me and out in public, so I think I need the sweater next. Alright, hopefully you guys enjoyed this little like wacky favorites video. I'm really obsessed with all these products though, and I was really excited to share them with you, so hopefully you guys enjoyed seeing all these. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below and what some of your favorites are lately, and if you've tried any of these products and love them too. I'd love to hear from you guys. As always, I am uploading 2 days a week on Monday and Thursday, so please subscribe right here if you haven't already so that you don't miss my next video, and thank you so much for watching.